There's nothing special about it. Nothing. To ask me about, do I see value in the white farmers in South Africa, is to ask me about white privilege.
Greetings, Commander-in-Chief, the President of the EFF, officials, commissars, and fellow fighters. Women are increasingly on the front lines of the fight to sustain farms. But the constant discrimination, gender stereotypes, and women's low social standing have frustrated women's rise out of poverty and hunger. Discrimination denies small-scale female farmers the same access men have to fertilizer, seeds, credit, membership in cooperatives and unions, and technical assistance. Today we are in Mooketsi, Limpopo province, speaking to a couple of women who are farm workers. They've been unfairly dismissed, not compensated for injuries that occurred at their places of work, and have been ill-treated by their male counterparts. Greetings, Commander-in-Chief, the President of the EFF, the Deputy President, all officials, commissars, and fighters. Lina laka ke nna Reneiloe Mashabela. Re mo Mooketsi mo ga ZZ2 re tlo bona basadi ba ba shuma mo dipolaseng ba ileng ba tlhorishwa or ba sa tšwelang pele go tlhorishwa bona mo dipolaseng mo ba shumang gona. Le kae mama?
Rona le kae?
Rona. Re tlo le bona le kona.
Re di oda le dali.
Ke malini?
Chaisa mamuale rasete.
Mang?
Chaisa.
Mamuale.
Rasete.
Le kae mma?
Rona le kae?
Jwale re nla re tle ditlale.
Ka re a o le boselo. Re tshwenyeile shem.
Bothata
re dolia ine ka re sale re no re a tenga zwa no bala maburu di challenge ya ba tsebeng ga ba re fa challenge jesu
di tšhelete di fibiale
challenge ja bona ja o khobadi ya ba re
lile la go bala
nna ke le ka go bala ka mata
le go bala mo kae
go bala ka moshumoni ka mo skite
kae
ka mo skite
ka skite le be le bereka ka skite
ke be ke bereka skite ke diela magase a di damadi litole le no le ke para ka moare ke para ka bigiri ya ro ndia ka makhoa ba njia ba ngidimisa ja drebe ba kapamalia le mara challenge ya bona aba mpa
le berekile mengwaga e mekae mma
nna ke berekile mengwaga e 7 years ka daga pheja garu ba bidiri litole kana ba ke a re ke bereka kana ba ke a re ke bereka go ke da o diwa ke forklift really di pilots ene indile ka mo mra ga re ke ben ke a ibone ke be ke emi motšhini ke dia step na ya run dia ga wa so kan tsena le odule o baba le bo no phela ka mkwana ke le tao garawa meragoni gauri dia sale ngaskole ene ba mbudisa ba re odule o baba na
lotule mo baba ke le
gile
oh
gile phelisa ga di reiza
ka di-razor le
Ke dio thawa so bothoko bjo le ba thoma ba khujanya.
mara le na le mengwaga e mekae le go betse
Mengwaga nka ta ka pa maka o ka no bana mo abo 4 o ka no ba mengwaga e mene ka re ke a balelwa ba re awa yo bitsa ngwana wao a de a o tshware o ye o de gala fees a wa nnete ka nyaka mosimane wa ka a da ntshwarela ngwana wa ka o thomile ka January a da fetša a letsa ka January yo a ba ntshwaretse o thomile January a fetša a letsa ka January no beni ya ka lesente le beni ka bua re be re ngwadisitše ditšhalete ba re tšhalete je le le ngwadisago le ngwadisa bana ba bolena gore o khwile o dile o jea mana re a diowa no blue card no ene ke no kwa ke so
But they will have to come down from the high horse and be here with us. What makes the hostility is the inability of our fellow white South Africans to reach out. They don't reach out. They actually create an impression that we are actually owing them an apology. Not the other way around. We are the, I've never met a white person who says, let's preach reconciliation. They don't preach reconciliation. The victims are the ones who are preaching reconciliation. Victims, because who are begging. I'm not saying because I don't beg. I will never beg. They are going to stay here if they agree to be equals to black people. And I can tell you, my brother, I hear your accent. South African whites, they don't fear war. They don't fear blood. They don't fear any land taken from them. They know it will never happen. They fear equality. That's the only thing they're scared of. That they are going to be equal to monkeys. That's the only thing they fear. They know this Malema, they've listened to my talks. They know even when they reported me to Human Rights Commission, there's nothing hate about what this guy is saying. They know that. My crime is to demand an equality. That's a crime I'm committing in this country. To demand that the white minorities must come down from their high horses and humble themselves. And work with.
le tšwile ka ngwaga o fe mmereko
ngwana la ka o ntshwarete ka ngwaga feo
a le sa tsebe jale mathata a mang a le nang le ona ke a fe mma
nna mathata a ka ke yanao a mangwe ke a ZZ ba ZZ e ba phita mo le o bona mo bia do di afukata phela mo ke tshimo yaka di o thola batho bantete la ba ntse dombo be ke no di budi ka je di budi je ka badela batho ke limile nna ba ida mo ba dia di camera mo la ba pota mabelale o no rtango banya ka jinepe a ke tsebe country na bona ba pota ro ba de ba kono o shoma jabo ba ZZ ba pita ke boya ka mo tshimong di ja dila pisa ke dila pase ke la dilebele le o rula pase ka thoma o bodu maga ola ikale ke thoma o do ke le bona ka le rulo
ke le rolela eng bja
ke le rolela di terekere ja bona ba khoba ka ntshije mabele
di terekere tša mang tša ZZ
ba khoba ka ntshije mabele ale ba khoba ka ntshije sithebazwela ba khoba ka ntshije ka mogali do ka mogali nawa a ona ntho ke bile ka yo
ke mabele ama
aka ene mo ke be ke le maka sebornat a ona ntho ke bile ka yo ba dia mollo lo kana le muru ba dilele batho ba laita was ka legisa o loisana na boga mga batho ba gwarara ba ka do iba ga isa ji kuba ka tshujo kana kelo mollo wo molo ka to ka police station ba re aowa maybe blege jailer ba se boronat ba ile ba re zet a o shumise
le tswa police station
zibe mujajis kloof mudi gare aowa nkhia hanana nazo ke be ke nyakile hore ngebe ba mbije ba re robela re unche dilo jao re nyaka go shuma ka
ba ZZ2 ba no fitla tshimong ya lena ba
ga mkhwano
ba nchamabela lena ba thoma o dia tsa bona ba ga shadi afkat
ga mkhwano.
Remember, PPEs are very essential services, and people who know how to provide essential services are women. But where money exchanges hands in the essential services, the good, caring people who know how to provide essential services are excluded. In all the land questions that are resolved and given back to communities, if you look at those committees in the villages or where land claims took place, there are no women. It is only males who claim to know the correct history of the family and who is buried where, and claim the land. After claiming the land, successfully rent it back to the white male. And when the monies exchange hands, women are not in those committees to influence direction of how those resources should be handled. It cannot be a successful land claim if it's not resolving the landless question amongst women. We must fight that women must own farms. We must fight that women must lead in agricultural sector. Because today, the face of agriculture, the face of farms is white males in khaki uniforms. So when a person says ownership of farms, the first picture that comes into your mind is some arrogant white male. When people talk about agriculture, it's an arrogant white male. When they say farmers are being killed, the face of farmers are being killed is a white Afrikaner male. We must change that in our lifetime. So any land question that gets resolved, or any land that gets to be nationalized and transferred into the hands of the people, and after that program, we still find that majority of the land is not in the hands of females, then we should know the land question has failed. A successful land question will make sure that each woman in South Africa owns a minimum of a hectare. From there, we can talk of a successful program of land question. Minimum hectare, not less than a hectare. Because anything less than a hectare, comrades, is not land. It's a piece of land.
Jwale ka police station ka maphodisa ma rile ba ile ba molata ZZ2
a ba tseboya ba no re tangwe o file go ralweni o mo file zali ya bjane ka boya
jwale ba ralwe ba ile ba latiwa bona
ga ke tsebo ba lata
ke ra ba le maphodisa
awu ba ka se ba lata ga pomola ZZ2 wa da ba meeting ga mo ba ya ra ba feja ba ZZ2 ba re di tshwanelo jawe fili ena monye a re di tshwanelo ja mokagulio la madabala ke do mo ba na le na swano wa ba tsebo mpha
ke fili a re tlo lefa
ya
a lefaseng
a ba tsonga ba mpha a ba mpha ke mogana ba re mo aga ba re o re ro fe di tshwanelo le ndwisise o ro fe di tshwanelo challenge e ga se kone go go ya beregi ikuela ga bangi o tsanda o challenge e gwa ikuela ga bangi ube udia something se sengwe o re kono o a berega ro elele challenge bodagare ba ga ra ke kono bala ke sidela ba ntsha mabambiri ba re signa mo ore tšhelete ya gore do fa yona le ya ndisa ka sign
o sign gore ba go fe tšhelete
mara tšhelete a ba mpha a ba mpha
bona ba tsetse
yes a ba mpha
awa re kwele a ke re mma re le kwele.
It is white people who have a problem with Africans. They do not see themselves being at the same level with Africans. And it's not only the white farmers, it's not the white managers in the newsrooms, it's not the white editors only. Go to the Supreme Court of Appeal in the judiciary. I sit in the JSC there. How the white judges in the Supreme Court of Appeal look down at their colleagues at the highest level of educated whites. Don't think it's just a child of a farmer who has a problem with black people. An educated white judge at the highest level has got a problem with an educated and over-educated African judge.
Dumela sesi le kae re gona ma ke mang leina Shokirampedi mo kae ana mo dipolaseng okay Shokirampedi bothata keng ke kgwedi ya basadi re tlile go le bona o berekile mengwaga e mekae Shoki
4 years
o berekile mengwaga e 4 okay gana mo dipolaseng
so ka khumana lifi ke lwala
wa khumana
lifi e ke lwala ba mpha lifi so aba mpha lifi ke lwala then ka ya lifi ya fela ka be mmerogong e ke be mmerogong ba rawa e ba o dujire tatara o ne
ba go file lifi ya tekano
ya 21 days so ka re go mella lifi ba re ra tatara o phone e ba o rumile then ka goma ba se mfounela ba se die selo then ka daga boelela ka re a le phone ba rawa o se ka belela re da o founela wana ba e moka then ba sa mfounela ba se die selo
ngwaga o kwa bokae o dutse
15 16 17 18 19 25 years
5 years o sa emetse phone ya go tswa moshomong a se wa tswa o ifumana le lekgo bjale ga o ba lata kwa mmereko ba reng
e se ke ba lata then ba re wa re da o founela se ke ba lata once zanga thwa ke sa bueleje ba ra wa re da o founela wana ba e moka ba sa founa kana bushana ra nga se teke noya ke noya ba re ba da mfounela
o botsa ke mang yo a re go tlo founela
ke be ke bereka bosa ka be Trinos Mawela
ke monna o le banna le bona ba le tlhorishana kwa mishomo
good
le tlhorisha le ke banna mishomo
a za tibila too much
yale a se wa ka o bolela le ena Tinus gore bjale o felelela kae
wa gzanka
so o bo go potseng jwale Shoki
ana be no bola re ka re ke berekile 4 years ka moka ena ona ntolo re nile ya diega enga ba no mpha ditšhelete jaaka ja 4 years ane maybe be ke dano khotsofala bilo ka be dano because ja founela gore da mmerekonye eng a zanga ba sa thoba sa mfounela a ba di yale selo so dira re nna ke daba ke lobile 4 years ya ka ke bereke go ka moka
okay no Shoki ke tlo boya gape a kere
okay
ke tlo boya gape